It's not worth it. Alright guys, welcome back to another video. If you haven't seen my last video, I highly recommend you go check it out. Last weekend, I went ahead and I visited Tacos El Gordo in Tijuana, Mexico. And I did have 4 different street tacos from their selection. Now, they didn't have a menu, but I did end up getting tacos de carne asada, grilled steak. I also had al pastor, and I had suadero tacos and tongue tacos or lengua. So those are the 4 different tacos that I did go ahead and taste over at Tacos El Gordo. My favorite out of all of them was the carne asada taco. Second favorite was al pastor. And I think my least favorite out of all 4 was the suadero. But anyways, today I am here in La Quinta, California. And I decided to come and compare the pricing and the quality of the tacos from different fast food places that most people decide to come on a daily basis. It's very easy for you to be able to pick up these tacos at these fast food chains. I did go to Del Taco, which for some of you in the US, you're probably not familiar with Del Taco, but they are a chain that's mostly on the west coast of the US, mostly in California and other parts of the west coast. They have some pretty good tacos. And I also decided to visit the infamous Taco Bell, which a lot of people have requested for me to actually go to Taco Bell and taste their tacos. So I did go to Taco Bell. And lastly, but not least, I decided to go to Pollo Loco, which this place is also pretty common here in California and in other parts of the US. Also, there are Pollo Locos in Mexico and other spots. I don't think that the food in Mexico and Pollo Loco is the same as the one here. We're going to go ahead and give you a little bit of a preview of what I got and the price that I paid for each taco and my own personal opinion on which tacos I think that are the best. Obviously, the tacos in Mexico, they do have a lot of flavor. They're very well packed. Do you have a grilled steak soft taco?
We don't. We have beef. We could always switch it out for steak, but it is an extra charge.
Yeah, can you add steak on it?
Okay. Just one?
Yeah, and then can I also get the cantina chicken soft taco?
Okay.
All right, perfect. What's the extra charge on the steak?
It's like $1.
Okay,
2 tacos. Anything else?
that's it.
Okay. Did you want sauce packets?
Sure. Yeah, let me have the hottest one.
Okay. It'll be $6.83.
Thank you. Out of all the different places that I went to today, I would say Taco Bell had a little bit of a line, but it wasn't as bad as Del Taco's line. Del Taco had the worst line out of all 3. So definitely a lot more popular is Del Taco out of all the 3 that I saw. And today is Taco Tuesday, but not everybody has specials. So Taco Bell today, I ended up getting a soft taco. Now, one of the things that I did notice about Taco Bell, they actually do not advertise their steak tacos online through the app or through the website. You actually have to ask to be able to add steak to your taco. So they do charge you $1 for that. So this came out to $3 for this taco to be able to get steak on it. And then I also got a cantina soft taco, which this one has chicken, and it includes a salsa packet specifically for the cantina taco. So that taco came out to $3.29. Total, I spent $6.83 for 2 tacos at Taco Bell. Now, the cantina tacos, they're supposed to represent kind of like a Mexican feel. So let's see what we got here. Also, I did ask for their hottest sauce, which is a Diablo sauce. So all the other sauces, I feel like they're way too mild. And I think a lot of you will agree that if you come to these taco places, you want to get the sauces that are the hottest so you can get some sort of flavor out of these tacos. Here's taco number 1. It has some cabbage, tomatoes, They filled it up with vegetables. You know, I don't even see the chicken here. They actually do have a piece of chicken, but it has a ton of sauce. So my opinion is they load it up to make it look really big, but it doesn't look as authentic as the Mexican ones. But I'll go ahead and give it a try. It has pretty decent flavor, but it's bland. Now, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to add some hot sauce to this. See how this tastes with the hot sauce. Maybe it'll give it a little bit more flavor. But the way it is right now, the taco's bland. It has no flavor. That's my sincere opinion. Now I am adding some hot sauce to this. Now let's try it out. So with the hot sauce, you do get a little bit of a kick, but still, you cannot replicate the flavor you would get. Tacos in Mexico are still winning. But Tacos El Gordo in particular had no chicken tacos. So you would have to look elsewhere to be able to get that. And I don't think chicken is that popular in Mexico. From my experience, most places will offer you steak, al pastor, suadero, tongue tacos, even tacos de tripa, like other types of tacos. But chicken tacos are not as popular over there. So we're going to give this one more bite. I mean, if it's decent. If you're in a pinch, the flavor, you can't compare what you're going to get in Mexico compared to here. Taco number 2, and this is what we came for, which is what I came for, which is the soft taco that they provide. But instead of the beef, which I think that it's probably really bland, I decided to go with steak. Now, one thing that I did notice immediately, and I don't know if you guys have seen it before, is the taco. It gets stuck to the material that it comes with. It's very messy. And you get this real big piece of lettuce here. You got the shredded cheese. The carne asada's there. It's a couple pieces of carne asada, not too many. Very little. That they definitely pack on the cheese on these. So if you were to get a taco from Taco Bell, it's mostly lettuce and cheese and a tortilla. Very little carne asada. We're going to go ahead and we're going to add this to it. Here's the taco. You see that there's no carne asada on there. It's very, very minimal, the amount. So let's try it out. Even with the hot sauce, it's very bland. Has a little bit of a kick, but I bit into it and you could barely see some carne asada popping out. But I don't even think I got any on the first bite. That lets you know what the dollar that they charged me is not worth it. So I do not recommend that you buy one of these tacos and that steak. It's a ripoff. And the steak, it tastes okay, but it's so little that you're pretty much just eating a tortilla with cheese and lettuce. Even though it tastes okay and it can satiate your craving, it's not worth it. Not worth the money.
Hello, welcome to Pollo Loco. Let me know when you're ready to order.
Yes, do you have tacos al carbón?
You want the 3 tacos or just the The Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday, what is it? 2 tacos al carbon?
Tacos are 5.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll take that.
Anything else?
That's it.
Okay, and he said guacamole or churros that you ordered today?
No, that's it.
Okay, so I have a 544, please. Thank you.
Thank you. One of the things I noticed about Pollo Loco is they give you these little sauces in these little trays, which none of the other places will do that. And you know, the thing is after 2020, a lot of places have cut back on giving you these types of little trays because all of this costs money, you know? And if the consumer just throws it away or doesn't use it, the restaurant's losing money. So, but that's good. I'm glad Pollo Loco did that, even with 2 tacos that I ordered. What did I pay for the 2 tacos? Pollo Loco had a special, $5. So I ended up paying $5.44. And they actually provide their tacos wrapped in aluminum foil. So it kind of gives them a little bit more of an authentic feel. It gives them a little bit more of an authentic feel versus if they're wrapped in that other material that they use at Taco Bell, which in my opinion, it's not Mexican-like. If you're trying to attract an audience that's trying to eat tacos more geared towards the Mexican style food, I think that Pollo Loco does a better job by wrapping them in aluminum foil. It looks like it has quite a bit of chicken and cilantro and onions. So they do a very good job at trying to replicate what tacos would look like in Mexico. Now it has 2 tortillas on it, okay? Give it a little bit of a layer there. Now the tacos that I got in Mexico at Tacos El Gordo did not have 2 tortillas, but I know that a lot of places they do tend to do that. And I'm gonna add a little bit of this. So this is fresher than what you would get at Del Taco or Taco Bell. This is starting to look a little bit more like a taco that I would get in Mexico. Now, that doesn't mean that the flavor will be that way, but we'll find out right now. Taco's okay. Like I said, I think the portion of the chicken, I think they did a good job adding more chicken than what they added for the steak for Taco Bell. But I do feel like the tortillas, they don't taste authentic. They taste like something that you would just get at the grocery store that's already pre-made. It's not the best tortilla. I think that for $5, I think you're getting a decent deal. If you are not paying $5 for 2 tacos, then I probably would rethink about that because I think you would be overpaying at that point. Their chicken's good. That's my authentic opinion on the Pollo Loco tacos. They're chicken tacos. These things are really good. So if you're in a pinch and it's Taco Tuesday and you just want to go ahead and satisfy your craving, I think it's well worth a shot. Just remember that the tortillas, they're not the best. We got some long lines at Del Taco. I don't know if you can see, guys, but Del Taco actually offers fries and burgers, which if you are used to eating street tacos, fries are not usually part of the meal. Comment down below what you think about that.
Hi, welcome to Del Taco. What can I get started for you today?
Can I get 1 carne asada taco and 1 grilled chicken taco?
The street tacos, right?
Yeah, the street tacos.
All right. And it was just the 2 tacos for today?
Yes, that's it.
All right, that's $5.93.
Thank you. I decided to leave Del Taco for the end. The reason is because they had the longest line out of all 3. They are the most popular. I did end up getting 2 tacos. I got an asada street taco and a chicken street taco. So again, all these places, they offer chicken offerings, which that's great. A lot of people love chicken. So that's a very good solution For people who do not eat red meat, they can go ahead and eat chicken. But there's a very good chance that this is not white meat chicken. So take that into consideration, that more than likely you're just getting bottom of the barrel chicken because they need to make a profit. So, but I did end up paying $5.96. Taco Bell was the most expensive because I had to pay extra to be able to add steak. I did get their hottest sauce, Del Inferno. For any of you that are interested in a little backstory with this, I actually saw a YouTube video a couple years ago where there was people that were actually stealing these from Del Tacos. So when you would go into the restaurant, they had them all available and people would steal them in droves and they'd resell them on eBay. And people were making a lot of money selling these. So I guess people like these a lot because they're buying them off of people on eBay in droves. You know, I was not expecting this, but they actually wrap their tacos in aluminum foil as well. So that's another plus. Both of the tacos are wrapped in aluminum foil. And the one that's carne asada specifically says so. The other one, not, it does say grilled chicken. So I'm glad. I mean, this is something that I didn't know that Del Taco was doing. Del Taco, they really added a ton of chicken here for the size of the tortilla. I'm actually surprised. It's just one tortilla. So they do not add a second tortilla like Pollo Loco. The Del Inferno. I'm going to go ahead and try their chicken taco. Cheers. It is kind of small, but the flavor is actually very good. Now, the fact that it's just one tortilla, it actually ripped apart. So maybe that's why Pollo Loco does this two tortillas. These tortillas from Del Taco feel more authentic. So if I were to choose between going to Pollo Loco or Del Taco for these types of tacos, for these types of street tacos, I would definitely choose Del Taco over Pollo Loco. Now, all of these places that I went to today, they're very close to each other. No more than 3-4 minutes apart. So I was able to run back and forth and get them all. But if you have two nearby, definitely go to Del Taco versus Pollo Loco. And that's sad to hear because this is a chicken taco, right? You would think Pollo Loco has better tacos. Let's see if this blows my expectations, because I've been trying to find a taco here within all these that replicates my experience in Mexico, or at least gets close to it. Something that I can say, hey, you know what? I can't go all the way to Mexico right now, but let me go get one of these tacos at these places that at least somewhat gives me a good experience. So this one also has a decent amount of carne asada. So they actually did a pretty good job. Del Taco did a very good job of adding the ratio of meat and not patting down the tacos like Taco Bell. Taco Bell definitely patted down the tacos, definitely added a lot of lettuce and cheese versus Del Taco. Now I know why Del Taco is more popular than Taco Bell in this area. And now I know why it's more popular than Pollo Loco. And what people are choosing nowadays, because the average American, they will go to these places. All right, cheers. So, you know, I have mixed feelings about this taco now that I bit into it. It tastes good. It has good flavor. But even then, unfortunately, I'm here to say that it's bland compared to the tacos in Mexico. So all of the tacos that I've tried here, they're good flavor. They'll get you by. But you cannot compare the tacos in Mexico that I had the other day to any of these tacos. None of them. So just to let you guys know that if you do eat these tacos on a regular basis, and you think that they are the best, you have not experienced good tacos. There are a lot of taco places, a lot of taco trucks in this area. They usually set up at night. Let me know in the comments below if you'd like for me to try a couple of these places. I don't think I've ever been to a taco truck. I get a lot of people that I know that have mixed feelings about them. People that usually don't like them, they usually work in the restaurant scene, so they think that they're stealing their customers. People are flocking to these taco trucks instead of eating at restaurants, sit-down restaurants. So, and also another thing that I did notice, which I try to pay attention, is that the first place I went to, which was Taco Bell, they had on the drive-through window that they accept EBT. So for anybody who has EBT, they can go to Taco Bell and eat tacos or whatever they have in their menu. You can just eat Taco Bell instead of going to the grocery store. It's ready-made food. It's not the best, but it'll get you by. So that's another thing. And the thing is a lot of people nowadays, they're flocking to these types of restaurants because everything is getting so expensive and tipping culture is getting out of control as well. So these places are getting more popular lately. If you're in Southern California or anywhere where there's a Del Taco, now I know why. Out of going to all these places all at the same time here and trying out each individual taco, now I know why Del Taco is #1 in this area. For anybody who decides to go eat at a real taqueria, they know that Del Taco has nothing on them. That's my own personal verdict based on what I see. And I think a lot of you will agree with me on this one. I'm going to go ahead and continue finishing this taco. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and make sure to turn on the bell notification so that you're aware when my latest videos come out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.